2024 F-150 Crew Cab 4x4 XLT, $52,574. 24 Ford Ranger Crew Cab STX, $33,942. 24 F-250 4x4, $48,888. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, local you trust.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is March 12th, and it's your 6 a.m. weather update. Thanks for checking in, by the way. We sure hope you have a great day. If you have outdoor plans here today, if you have spring break vacationers or staycationers, it's going to be a perfect day to get out and enjoy. Speaking of which, if you want to head up to the higher elevations, we've got thousands that are joining us in our national park here this past week, and it's going to continue over the next couple of weeks thanks to spring breakers moving their way in and enjoying the beautiful weather. Now, again, if you are here on spring break, we are talking about the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms, and folks that live here obviously need to pay attention to that as well. Yesterday was a beautiful day. We topped out in the 70s, a couple pockets of 60s, but all in all, turned out to be a fantastic day yesterday. So hopefully you had a chance to get out and enjoy that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the forecast as we look ahead. We've got all day sunshine with elevated fire danger once again today. A wave moves through tomorrow with some light rain showers mainly south. Not expecting a whole lot, more bark than bite really. And then we're talking about our weekend storms, strong wind, heavy rain, isolated severe weather cannot be ruled out. And again, if you scan that QR code right there in the bottom right-hand side of your screen, right there, you will get taken to the website where you can download the East Tennessee Weather app for Android and or iPhone. All right, morning temperature starting off in the 40s and 50s. So how does that compare to what we were yesterday? Much warmer. Enjoy that. Feels pretty good outside, actually. And these morning lows will only creep up from here on out. All right, lunchtime temperatures. Want to get out and take a nice little stroll around the office building, maybe exercise if you're starting to get it back into the exercise world, if you will, or just heading off to lunch with some friends and family. Should be a great day. Some sunshine, and just like yesterday, all day sunshine, a little bit of an afternoon breeze, a little gusty at times, but a perfect day. And I don't know about you, but it felt warm yesterday. I had to shed the jacket. So kids were asking if they could wear shorts to school. Hey, by the way, thanks to the low relative humidity, little bit of a breeze, dry conditions. Once again, the National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement for elevated fire danger. Again, winds are going to be out of the southwest about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So not too terribly bad. Nothing like what we will see as we head into the upcoming weekend. All right, evening forecast. If you have outdoor plans here tonight, shuttling the kids around town. We're at 74 degrees for the evening rush hour. And as we get closer to about 8 o'clock here tonight, we'll drop down into the mid-60s. Let's break out that 7-day forecast. Average high for this time of year. This is always good news to pass along. When it bumps up just another degree, we'll be at average high is 60. So we'll be 10 to 16 degrees above average is what I'm forecasting all the way through Friday. As I mentioned, we do have a little wave in the atmosphere on Thursday, so that wave is going to swing its way on into the area. There it is. It's an open wave, so it doesn't really have a lot of energy with it, and it doesn't have a lot of moisture with it. So when you look at rainfall totals, fairly lackluster when it comes to the rainfall department. Probably not going to see much activity here in East Tennessee whatsoever, and a little bit further to our south, we will have just a little bit more. All right, so as we look ahead, though, we are talking about a strong storm system, and that's really what I want to dive into. We've got a lot of information to pass along to you. It's going to be warm Friday. It's going to be warm Saturday, falling temperatures, but more seasonable weather as we get into our Sunday, Monday. Strong to severe thunderstorms, heavy rain, strong wind. The wind is going to increase throughout the day on Friday, where we could see a mountain wave event. The other side of the story is you're really going to notice that warm feel to the air. You're going to know that there's going to be some changes. You're going to feel it. Not just for those of you that can feel the pressure drop, which will drop drastically as we get into the upcoming weekend, but because the dew points climb. And so with temperatures in the 70s on Friday, warm and windy conditions, dew points in the 50s, that's going to give it that muggier feel to the air. Behind the cold front, dew points drop. Here's our storm system that's going to be swinging its way on through. A negatively tilted trough strengthens into the Great Plains as we go into our Friday. A negatively tilted trough is a very strong storm. If it's negatively tilted, it means it's going to be more impactful. So with that said, it's also going to develop a surface low on the lee side of the Rockies into the Great Plains, somewhere around 977 to about 980, 82 millibars. To put that into perspective, if we were to have a strong Category 1 or a weak Category 2 hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, that's the pressure levels we're talking about. So you know what hurricanes do. It creates a ton of wind. And so we are going to have incredible amounts of wind across much of the region. And with that comes the precipitation. So first things first, the initial onset of the storm brings in a lot of moisture across the West Coast with a lot of heavy snow. Blizzard conditions across parts of the high plains in the upper Midwest. And here in the southeastern U.S., we're talking heavy rain, severe storms, potential for localized flooding and flash flooding, and we'll likely have high wind warnings for the mountains of East Tennessee at least. We're still looking at about 2+ inches. This has not changed. So if you've been with me each and every day, we've been highlighting the fact that we are looking at a lot of rainfall, and we're talking 2+ inches. So again, we still have a high risk for heavy rainfall here across the state of Tennessee. Surrounding areas, a moderate risk for heavy rainfall. So we do know that heavy rainfall is going to play a part and will have elevated flash flood concerns. Severe weather outlook. All right, we're now within the 3-day mark for parts of the Mississippi River Valley, middle West Tennessee, even right here in East Tennessee. Friday into Saturday, we have a storm system that's going to blast its way on through, bringing us a chance for some isolated or a big tornado out. Well, tornadoes are expected, or likely anyways, across parts of West Tennessee. So that's something to keep in mind. That would be Friday into Saturday. And then Saturday into Sunday, well, we're not within that 3-day range. So now we have probabilities, 15 to 30% greater probabilities. So I think south of Interstate 40 has the greatest risk, and that should be later in the evening on Saturday. So I wanted to time it out for you with our future cast. Again, this is our global model. So we're starting to get in on some of the medium range models. So we'll start to get a little bit more idea of how this all could play out. This is our American model, the global model, the GFS, if you're a weather nut. You got a warm front and a cold front coming on through. And so as we get into our Saturday morning, we may have a couple of scattered light showers Saturday morning. Showers will start to increase throughout the day. There's lunchtime on Saturday. I know we've got Irish Fest going on downtown. We've got St. Patrick's Day festivities taking place here this upcoming weekend. If you have plans to be at Irish Fest at World's Fair Park on Saturday, you need to pay attention. All right, so hopefully we can get some of the event in, but I don't necessarily know that we're going to get the entire event in. So let's go ahead and time it out. Cold fronts to our west, noon on Saturday. Saturday, showers increase. Now, again, it's going to be windy on Saturday. We're going to have some scattered showers. We'll have to watch out for some discrete cells out ahead of this main cold front. If those do develop, those would become severe Saturday afternoon into about the 7 o'clock hour. But after 7 o'clock, here comes the frontal boundary. It's going to race its way on through. So I think between about 7 and midnight, another line of showers and thunderstorms, or the main line, I should say, comes on through. And then that's going to blast its way through Saturday night and a Sunday morning. Back behind it, we'll get some wraparound moisture in the form of some light rain showers. All right, I told you I have a lot to talk about, right? Let's talk about the wind aspect with this system. Pick up our timeline Friday morning. Winds will be on the light side, but through the day on Friday, here comes our wind field, and the wind is going to start to gust quite a bit on throughout the day on Friday. Could see Friday night and a Saturday morning, and maybe Saturday night and a Sunday morning, a mountain wave event for the mountains of East Tennessee. So that means incredibly strong winds at the highest peaks of the Smokies being transferred down into the foothills. So we're talking places like Cosby, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Wares Valley, Townsend, Newport, Greenville. So these are all places right around the mountain counties that you could see some incredibly strong winds Friday night and Saturday morning. Saturday, the wind is going to continue to increase. And as the frontal boundary moves on through, look at these strong winds that are going to be cranking up through 7 o'clock Saturday night. Cold front comes on through, still breezy and still rather gusty on the backside of the system, and slightly cooler temperatures as we head into our Sunday. So let's go ahead and highlight that weekend forecast for you. Saturday, it's going to be warm, it's going to be windy, it's going to be stormy, with increasing severe weather Saturday evening into Sunday morning. And then as we get into our Sunday, we'll see those temperatures fall into the 60s. And, well, you know, a little bit of light rain on the backside of that, but we should start to see improving weather conditions. As I've mentioned, make sure that you scan that QR code in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. That will take you to the website where you can download the East Tennessee Weather app for Android or iPhone, which is literally your one-stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. And as severe weather approaches, the app will give you watches and warnings from the National Weather Service. Lightning data, when lightning is within 15 miles of your location. No matter where you are in the continental U.S., by the way, you'll be able to watch live severe weather coverage if we do need to do live severe weather coverage on Saturday night. So a dynamic situation taking shape. It's only Wednesday. We've got a long time before this storm system arrives, so make sure you check back in. In the meantime, get out and enjoy some sunshine